Welcome to the portico, everybody. Today we want to talk to you about some sneaky things that we're doing to preserve the house. May is Preservation Month, and I think a lot of you already know that we have a pretty conservative preservation philosophy here. We're trying to keep the house the way we got it from the Drayton family in the 1970s, but that doesn't mean that we're hands-off and we're just not doing anything. So I wanted to give you a little behind-the-scenes look at some of the stuff that we do to keep the house in good condition. So come on up here on the portico, and I'll show you two things that you can spot on a regular house tour if you're here. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but we'll try. So if you follow this column up, and look into the ceiling, you might be able to see there's a threaded rod that's going through the ceiling. So we took the ceiling down, but if we put it back up, this will all be hidden inside the ceiling. And so there's two of these up here, one over each of the middle columns, and then they go all the way over and into the house. So these are help holding the portico snug to the building. We learned from our structural engineer a couple of years ago that the 8 columns on the portico are sort of able to move by themselves if you let them, and that's not a good thing, especially when you live in a zone where you can have earthquakes. So instead of enabling the columns to continue to do this thing, we are tying them back to the house. So they're really snug right now, but they can become loose over time. This threaded rod and the nuts that keep it tight can sort of loosen up over the years. And so I have trap doors hidden all over the house, and periodically I'll go into these little secret spaces, I can't talk this morning, and tighten things up. So I'm going to show you where some of those things are. Portico, and I was telling you about where those threaded rods come into the building. So we're now upstairs in the upper grade hall. I'm going to show you where some of my trap doors are. So we're on the carpeted portion where the tours go in this room. And part of what we're hiding with this carpet is the fact that there are no pretty floorboards under here. We've stiffened this part of the floor with a lot of steel and plywood. So there's plywood hidden under here. Pull back the carpet for you. See? Easy plywood. And then right here, I have a little trap door. And so periodically, I'll just come pull this up, and there's a nut in there, and I'll just put a wrench on it and tighten it up. And there's another one over here. There you go. 2 trapdoors down, 2 more to go. Okay. All right, so we've been looking at trapdoors. I've got some more sneaky things to show you outside, but there are 2 threaded rods here that we use that you can spot just on your regular tour. They're not hidden, but we did faux paint them. So come closer and I'll show you. We have 2, actually 3 threaded rods that go through the house. 2 of them come through the floor of the portico through 17 feet of masonry and then come out right here. And this was really amazing. The day they put these things in, they drilled a hole 17 feet long and hit a target the size of a quarter. It's incredible. So anyway, these are one of the things that I have to tighten periodically, so it's easy to get to. But when they installed it, it was just shiny, gross metal that we didn't think you'd like to see on your floor. So we have somebody come and faux paint it, and so I think he did a great job. There's another one of these on the opposite side of the house, painted totally differently than this one, so that it blends in perfectly with the wall. We're very sneaky. This is the last stop on our tour of threaded rods. It's a really strange thing. I never thought I'd be giving a tour, but here we are. So I'm not going to tell you exactly how I get to these. I'm just going to gesture in this general area and tell you one of these bricks comes out, and I know which one. And so periodically I will come out here and remove one with a chisel, and there's a little spot in there where I just tighten things up and then put the brick back in and seal it back up. So there you have it. You may not always see us doing preservation-y things, but we're doing it. Bye guys.